Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video about nursing in public. Now I have nursed 5 kids. I am currently still nursing my little one, and so I have a lot of experience with this whole topic of nursing in front of people. I remember when I was first a new mom, I was a little bit timid and shy about the whole thing. I never felt like there was anything wrong with it, but I think I just was still trying to figure out how I could do it and be, you know, discreet and modest about it, just because I didn't really feel like I needed to be flashing people. That was just my own personal preference. And if you are one of those people that, you know, does not think twice about it and you're just like,
whatever, you know, it's their problem if they have an issue with seeing stuff,
then more power to you. But I just feel like I just don't need people to, you know, see anything that I wouldn't want to normally show. So, of course, I am all about, you know, just doing what you need to do for your baby. So this is not a video about, you know, whether you should or shouldn't nurse in public. I mean, it's a totally natural thing. I'm all for it. And I don't stop, you know, my day-to-day activities just because I'm nursing a baby. I've literally done it everywhere.
Nursing. I'm talking about nursing.
Like the mall, the library, restaurants, the park. So I just wanted to give you some ideas for how you can, you know, continue just doing what you have to do and not feel like restricted by where you can go, because you may feel embarrassed to breastfeed your baby in front of people. I always make sure that I have nursing pads with me. If you don't know what nursing pads are, they basically look like this. They're pads, and they usually have a little sticky part that you can unstick so that they don't like fall out of your bra.
That's also not a good thing.
I like to have these because, you know, if you're nursing a baby or you have nursed a baby, then you know that there can be a little bit of leakage. It just cuts down on the chance that you're gonna leak, and that, you know, you're gonna just have to deal with that whole side of things. And the whole point is to make, you know, the whole thing as easy and as stress-free as possible. When you're wearing a bra that has a little bit of form to it, then you don't see these through the bra. So after that, I just think about what I'm going to wear in terms of like tops. Like, I try to stay away from wearing dresses when I know I'm gonna be out and I'm still nursing the baby, because it's really hard to, like, you know, lift up your dress. Yeah, it's just kind of awkward. So of course you could always wear an actual nursing top, and usually, depending on the style of the top, it'll either have like a latch on the sleeve that you can pull down, or it'll have kind of like a cut under your boobs that you can just kind of lift up. So what I always try to make sure that I have is a blanket, and usually I have a baby blanket because it's either like packed in the diaper bag or it's draped over the baby's car seat. Like, if you have nothing else, then this is going to be your best friend. So what I like to do is take one corner of it and drape it across the side of my shoulder that I'm gonna be feeding the baby on. So if I'm starting on the left side, I'll drape it on the left side or on the right side. And then you'll just find that the rest of it kind of drapes across the front of your chest. And it really acts as a good cover for when you're nursing baby. So this is just like a really simple, easy way to, you know, cover yourself up when you're nursing. And I mean, it's nothing fancy. Everybody has blankets laying around. Now, if you want to take it one step further than that, I know I've talked about this before, and you could actually get nursing covers, and there's a ton of different brands that make them. You can buy them online, you can buy them, I know, like Toys R Us or Babies R Us sells them as well. One that I happen to have is called the Peanut Shell. And the reason I like this one is because the opening has like a stiff wire in it, and so when you are wearing it, it kind of loops open and you can see, like you can kind of see down. So basically it's, you know, it's a glorified version of a blanket is really what it is. It has a strap that goes around your neck, and then it just drapes over the front of you and, you know, covers the essentials up. And yeah, you can, you know, nurse baby hands-free, and you don't have to worry about it slipping off or whatever. Now, whether or not I'm using a blanket or an actual nursing cover or whatever it is I'm choosing to do, I always try to wear one of these belly bands. Now, I got these while I was pregnant. I've used these throughout all my pregnancies, and they're basically made to like cover up your stomach when you are, you know, getting bigger as your pregnancy progresses. But you could either use them if like your tops aren't long enough, or if you're in that in-between stage when like your pants are not fitting and you unbutton your pants and you just want to like cover it up. That's what these are good for. But I always carry these through even after my pregnancy, and I use them while I'm nursing. The reason why these are so great is because if you're not actually using a maternity top and you have to, you know, lift whatever top you're wearing up because you're going to be nursing your baby, basically what this does is makes it seem like you have, you know, like a tank top on underneath, but as opposed to actually wearing a tank top underneath, because if you're wearing a tank top underneath, you kind of have to be fiddling with like multiple straps, you know? So this basically just goes right under your like bra, just covers your entire torso area, so that when you lift your top up, like sounds really weird, you're not like exposing, you know, all of your bits and pieces. They're just a great thing to have in your wardrobe for nursing. Another thing that I do like all the time is use scarves. These are two that I have here. One's an infinity scarf, and this one's just like a regular like handkerchief scarf. I love doing this because you know, you put it on and you know, you have your little belly band thing on, and if you wear something like this, just like the extra drapiness of the fabric, covering up sort of the front, you know, you're nursing baby, and you can kind of just like adjust it so that it's sort of, you know what I mean? Like it's sort of just covering up what you need to cover up. And I find it works really well, and you're still able to be all like cute and fashionable and all that great stuff. The last idea that I have is using a baby wrap or sling, whichever you have or whichever would work for you. I have this sling from Lily. It's like just this circle sling that you can wear crossbody to carry baby in. These are great for nursing because you can just leave baby in here and like nurse them like right in here. So you don't even have to take them out. And obviously when you're wearing this, like it's covering you already. And the other thing that's great about this too is that you can actually like walk around with this, and I've done this a ton. Like at the mall, I will just have baby in here, and as long as I have this little band thing on underneath, people just think I'm carrying the baby around and that they're sleeping or whatever, and like nobody is ever able to notice. And if you're still feeling like a little self-conscious, then you know, you throw the scarf on as well. You can have this underneath a sweater, or you can still drape a blanket over top. I mean, there's a ton of things that you can do to make it feasible to breastfeed your baby in public. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you took away from this what my intention was, and that is just to make it easier for you to feel like you can go anywhere you need to go and do what you need to do, you know, in your day, and, you know, nurse your baby whenever you have to. This is not about, you know, being embarrassed. This is not about having to worry about what other people think. This is just about feeling confident enough to go anywhere and know that you can, you know, nurse your baby, and you don't have to feel like people are gawking at you. Hopefully you were able to pick up some tips from this video, and if anybody has any additional tips that you want to add on to whatever I've already shown you, then feel free to leave them in the comments below, because you know, we're all here to help each other out. You know, we're all moms, and I really want this to be a forum where we can just give each other advice and tips and, you know, suggestions, and you know, let's try to just be a community of moms that help each other out instead of bringing each other down. Thanks so much for watching it. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you did. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!